What is the meaning of Avipaka? How to understand the physiological and pathological importance of Avipaka? This is the topic of discussion in this particular video. Dear ANA community members, press the like button and spread this particular video to maximum number of true Nidana learners so that we can make a huge movement out of this particular small message. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that the YouTube algorithms will be fetching you the right information at the right time for the right purpose. When you hear the term of Avipaka, it is being mentioned in the context of the Amla Pitta, Avipaka Klamutklesha Tiktam Lodgara Gauravai Ritkantadaha Ruchibishtamla Pittam Vedet Pishaka. In the sense, the Avipaka, so that is something related to the Ahara Apakaha, or what we can say, Ahara Apakaha. So that is the Atanka Darpana commentary. Avipakaha ityahara ahara apakaha. That is Madhukosha commentary. When you look into the meaning of this, it is nothing but the indigestion or impaired digestion. In the sense, the incomplete conversion of macromolecules into either intermediate molecules or micromolecules. So, if the person is going to consume, say for example, 100% of the macromolecules, so nearly 50% of them will be converted into intermediate molecules, another 20% will be converted into micromolecules. Regarding the rest of the 30% will be remaining as macromolecules. So here this can be considered as the Avipaka. Sometimes the Avipaka may be even much more larger proportion, 50 or 60% of the food substances will be considered as Avipaka or impaired food substances. That is, the macromolecules will remain as macromolecules that will not be converted into either intermediate or micromolecules. So here mainly the two question arises. So is it due to the vitiation of the Kapha Dosha only, or is there any possibility of involvement of the other association of dosha? That means Pitta or Kapha Dosha, that is Pitta or Vata Dosha may be afflicted in this particular presenting complaint? This is the first and foremost question that may be asked. Second most probable question that can be attributable here is whether the Avipaka is it observed only in the alimentary canal, or is there any possibility of the Avipaka present in the blood level, or is there any Avipaka present in the tissue level, or is there any possibility of Avipaka present inside the cells, or what we can say the cellular level? These are the possible two answers. Two questions should be answered to have the proper understanding of Avipaka. When you think about the description of Vipaka, it is being mentioned in the, what do you say, that the Charaka Sharira, it says Ahara Parinamakara Bhavaha Bhavanti Tadyatha Ushma Vayu Kledah Sneha Kalaha Samayogascheti. So that is, if the person is going to have these 6 factors, if they are functioning coherently, then the person will be having the proper conversion of the macromolecules into micromolecules. For example, if the Ushma, so where there will be the exact functioning of Ushna and Tikshna Guna in the alimentary canal, Vayu, so that is Chala Guna, Laghu Guna, are specifically observed in the alimentary canal, Kleda, Pichila and Guru Guna, Sneha, Snigdha Guna in the alimentary canal, Kala, that is nothing to do with the Guna. So here it is the time period where the person is going to consume the food. Is it in the proper appetite or no appetite at all? So that will be deciding the Kala here. Whereas Sama Yoga, in the sense various do's and don'ts of the food consumption. For example, Ushnamashniyat, the person has to consume the food in a warm condition. Snigdhamashniyat, in the sense the person has to consume the food with adequate unctuousness in that. That means adequate amount of the ghee, etc., or oil, etc., that should be present in the food substance. Matra vadashniyat, in terms of the proper quantity. Jirne ashniyat, after the proper digestion of the food, etc. So that is categorized under what we say that Sama Yoga. When these are functioning in the proper manner, so then in that particular situation, whatever the food that is being present in the alimentary canal, so that is considered to be having the proper conversion of macromolecules into micromolecules. Thereby, that particular micromolecules will be entering into the intravascular compartment. From there, it will be entering into the interstitial compartment. From there, it will be entering into the intracellular compartment. So that is the micromolecule which are being formed in the alimentary canal. So that will be entering into the intravascular compartment, that is into the blood vessels. From there, it will be entering into the tissue level via the blood vessels and capillaries. From there, it will be entering into the cells via interstitial spaces. So the first question, so here what do you mean by the, what do you say that Avipaka? Most of the individuals or the learners are having the notion that this particular Avipaka is happening only because of the Kapha Dosha, only because of the excess consumption of either the Guru Guna substances or Shita Guna substances or Snigdha Guna substances or Pichila Guna substances that are leading to the manifestation of Avipaka. It is not so. So even the Pitta or Kapha Dosha vitiation may also be possible, depending upon the quantity of the food substances, depending upon the ingredients of the food substances, depending upon the frequency of the food intake, and depending upon the other food substances that are being taken along with the main dish. So that is going to decide the vitiation of either Kapha or Pitta or Vata. So here the lady is consuming the substance, specifically the gobi Manchurian, which is considered to be having the Ushna, Tikshna Guna substances or Tikshna Guna there. In that particular situation, we are going to expect the increase of a Pitta dosha in the body. So this may be responsible for the Avipaka, which is considered to be because of a Pitta dosha there. Similarly, if the person is going to think about the quantity, if the person is going to take very little amount of the gobi Manchurian, Avipaka mainly of a milder variety. If the person is going to take large amount of the gobi Manchurian, Avipaka may be of a larger category. Ingredients, what kind of the food substances that are being present in that food substance? Suppose if the person is having more amount of the onion here, we are going to expect the Kapha dosha increase along with the Pitta. In that way, we are going to think about it. Suppose if the person is going to consume curds along with that, that will be associated with the increase of the Kapha dosha there. Along with that, frequency of gobi Manchurian intake. So that is considered to be the Pitta dosha janya avipaka. What kind of the other food substances? For example, if the person is going to consume the the gobi Manchurian along with the other, for example, lassi or mango lassi, etc. So that is resulting in the Kapha dosha increase along with the Pitta or Vata. So, in the sense, it is not the Kapha dosha that will be responsible for the manifestation of Avipaka. It is the Kapha dosha or Pitta dosha or Vata dosha that are going to have the manifestation of Avipaka. If the person is going to consume more amount of the seasonal substances, there may be the possibility of Avipaka of either Kapha or Vata dosha. If the person is going to consume more amount of the Snigdha Guna substances, there may be the possibility of Avipaka, mainly because of the either Pitta or Kapha dosha. If the person is going to consume more amount of the Laghu Guna substances, there may be the possibility of Avipaka of Vata and Pitta dosha. In that way, we are going to evaluate the Avipaka that may happen either because of any one dosha or because of any two dosha or because of all the three dosha that may be associated. Then the second question, this Avipaka, whether is it present only in the alimentary canal or whether is it associated with the avipaka present in the other tissue levels also. When you think about the whole pathophysiology, so first of all, let us look into the physiology. So here, that will be associated with the macromolecules which are present in the alimentary canal. So that will be getting converted into micromolecules. From there, it will be entering into the intravascular compartment. From there, it will be entering into the interstitial compartment. Then it will be entering into the intracellular compartment. So suppose if there is, because of the adhyashana etc., or because of the vishamashana or viruddhashana etc., what happens is the macromolecules which are present in the alimentary canal, they are not going to get converted into micromolecules, which will be leading to the inflammation that will happen in the alimentary canal. When there is inflammation is happening, so that will be responsible for the inflammatory markers that is going to get secreted in the walls of the stomach, which is resulting in the influx of the fluid from the capillaries of the stomach into the gastric lumen. This is happening because of the increased oncotic pressure in the capillary, in the lumen of the stomach, thereby which will be responsible for the dilution of the hydrochloric acid. When there is digestion is impaired because of the hampered hydrochloric acid, which will be leading to the macromolecules will be unable to get converted into intermediate or micromolecules. As such, because of this, the macromolecules will be damaging the gastric mucosa. Thereby, these macromolecules will be directly entering from the alimentary canal into the intravascular compartment. As they are macromolecules, they are not going to have the entry of these macromolecules into the liver. Instead, they will be entering into the lymphatic system. From there, it will be entering into the cardiovascular system via lymphatic duct and superior vena cava. From there, it will be entering into the different parts of the blood vessels via heart, that is entering into the capillaries. From the capillaries, these macromolecules will be entering into the interstitial compartment. From there, it will be entering into the intracellular compartment. In other words, to say, this particular avipaka that can be observed not only in the alimentary canal, because of the transport of the macromolecules into the intravascular compartment, this avipaka may be observed in the intravascular compartment, or otherwise what we can say, rasa rakta dhatu. And because of the movement of these macromolecules into the tissue level, that may be observed even in the mamsa, meda, asthi, majja and shukra dhatu level. What we can say, the tissue level. From there, it will be entering into the cells of these different dhatu. Thereby, this particular avipaka may be seen even in the intracellular compartment. To sum up, the avipaka is considered to be iti aharapakaha. That is the word meaning of Madhukosha commentary. Avipakaha aharapakaha. That is the description told by Vachaspati Vaidya in the context of Amla Pitta Samanya Lakshana, which says Avipaka Klamut Klesha Tiktam Lodgara Gauravaihi Kritkanta Dahara Chibishtamla Pittam Vaded Bishak. So, in the sense, Avipaka is nothing but the impaired digestion or indigestion, which may happen either because of the increase of either one dosha, or either two dosha, or either three dosha may be observed. And avipaka can occur in the alimentary canal, avipaka can occur in the intravascular compartment, avipaka can occur in the interstitial compartment, or avipaka can happen in the intracellular compartment. Dear ANA community, that is what the discussion we are going to discuss in this particular video. What are the major key takeaways from today's discussion? Mention in the comment box below. What is the one video that active in the coming days in this particular channel? Mention in the comment box below, and spread this particular video to maximum number of true Nidana learners, so that we can make a huge movement out of this particular small message. Something more in the next video. Thank you for watching this particular video. We'll be visiting the next time with some new topic in the context of Roga Nidana. Thank you once again.